I was told that Nai, sir is going to be there to record you and you're doing a Tamil song. I walked into the studio and to my surprise, Mani Ratnam sir was also present inside the studio. Singing a song is not about getting the notes right. It's about being able to emote in a way that you're able to hit the right chords of the listener's heart.
Tracking milestones of an incredible journey spanning more than 3 decades, Rahman Music Sheets. Hi friends, discover the top take as we uncover the wow factor in this episode. Do watch it till the end to grab this musical moment of the day. PS1, directed by Mani Ratnam, promoted as an A.R. Rahman musical and released in Tamil, Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada. Along with veterans, a new girl makes her debut with Rahman. She had actually sung the scratch version of the song. Scratch versions are used only as a sample for shooting for actors to match their lip movements. They are finally recorded by established singers. But in this case, destiny played its role and the scratch version got finalized for PS1. Presenting the singer Antara Nandy.
The song was recorded 2.5 years back, just before lockdown. I was in Chennai for about 10-15 days, and during that time I was making frequent trips to Chennai because I'd go there and stay for like 10 days or so, and we'd record as many scratches as possible and then I'd fly back here home. So it was one of those times. I was in Chennai, and that particular day I remember very clearly. It was a very busy day, like I had been dubbing scratches from the morning, and I think I was done dubbing 3 to 4 scratches and I was ready to take the night off. I was ready to leave the studio and go to the hotel and chill for the night. And that's when I was told, no, Antara, go finish your dinner and come back. There's another special song waiting for you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but I think I was super scared because I thought I had been singing the entire day. I'll end up sounding tired on the mic. And then I was told that Nai, sir is going to be there to record you and you're doing a Tamil song. That's when I completely freaked out because like I had been singing I'd been covering Tamil songs before, but singing an original song in Tamil, in the presence of sir, it was a whole different level of panic for me. Anyway, I finished my dinner and I rushed back to the studio, and I walked into the studio and to my surprise, Mani Ratnam sir was also present inside the studio. So like I said, I was already super tensed, and seeing Mani sir, and that was by the way my first time seeing Mani sir, in front of me. I had only ever seen him on screen. So, and apart from all that, the fact that I had to sing a Tamil song, that was already eating me up. Like I didn't know how I was going to do it because see, the languages I speak, I'm not a native Tamil speaker. Languages I speak are, Bengali, Assamese, Hindi, English. Tamil has a lot of pronunciations that are a lot different from the languages that I speak. And singing a song, sir always says this, that singing a song is not about getting the notes right. It's about being able to emote in a way that you're able to hit the right chords of the listener's heart, and you can only do that when you understand the song well, because you have to emote according to the lyrics. And not being a native Tamil speaker, I was very scared about not being able to do that. Any which ways, I thought, chalo, it's a scratch, we'll somehow manage something. So I went behind the microphone, I stood there, and as it is, I was panic stricken, and I took on more load on myself by telling sir, when I sing this song, I know this is a scratch version, this will probably not be there in the movie, but still, whoever listens to this song after I'm done dubbing, I don't want them to listen to the song and think, oh, it's cool, a North Indian girl tried singing in Tamil. I don't want anybody to say that. I want to sound like a native Tamil girl singing a Tamil song. Sir didn't say much. He just smiled. He said, okay, we'll see. So Sir sort of played me the melody and we had the lyrics written in front of me. So I had to place the words on the melody and deliver it. And I was freaking out. And the things, like I was saying, the thoughts that were running in my head was, I have to emote well, I have to hit the right notes. The main part of a song is the dynamics. I have to get the dynamics right, and I can't mess up the pronunciations and all these things. And then I have Sir sitting right in front of me, so I was also thinking that Sir is a busy person. I don't want to take up a lot of his time. So I have to, be able to wrap up this song in as less takes as possible. And Mani sir was also sitting, so I was like, I should be able to cast a certain impression. He shouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, this girl takes a lot of time. Oh my gosh, she's not getting what I'm trying to explain. All these things, and I was so damn nervous. Anyway, so I started singing. And, I think I recorded the first 2 lines. And then Sir explained me the meaning. And then he said, I clearly remember this one line he said to me. If you've watched PS1, you'd see the song is picturized on a boat woman, Pungarali. I was told that beforehand that, she's a very strong character. She's rowing a boat and she's mid-ocean. So when you sing the song, make sure you bring out emotions of love and strength. And, she's singing this for a prince who she's in love with, but she also knows that she can't be with the prince. So I was like, all that I understand. But how am I supposed to bring these emotions out when I don't, all these emotions, and these are mostly emotions that I've not experienced myself. So I was like, how is that going to happen? Any which way. So like I was saying, I sang the first 2 lines, and that's when Sir stopped me and he said, listen, so there's a boat and it's on an ocean, and how do the waves go? They go like this, right? And that's how I want your song to go. It needs to hit its highs and then it needs to come down again. When you sing it, your notes need to sound like you're riding the waves of the ocean. That was his brief to me. And I was like, okay, so that's how we're going to do this. And the rest of the session, I didn't realize how soon we were done, because Rahman sir literally walked me through the entire session, line by line, word by word. He made sure I got all the pronunciations right. He made sure I got all the dynamics right. And Mani sir was there. I remember throughout the session, Mani sir did not sit down. He was just standing there throughout the session. He was more tense than I was, I think. But after we finished the song, see, usually when we are doing an original song, roughly it takes about 2.5 hours to wrap up a song. But oddly, Alai Kadal took me roughly an hour or so, like should be 45 minutes to an hour to finish. And in a language that I don't speak. So I was shocked to have finished the song that soon. And I think that happened because Rahman sir exactly knows what he wants and how to get the best out of a singer. So since he had recorded me a lot of times before, I sort of feel like he exactly knew how to get the best out of me. And he just knew what, the right things to say to me to make sure that I'm able to deliver the way that Mani sir and he have in mind, So that's what happened. We finished the song. I came out of the recording cubicle and I came and stood beside Sir and Mani sir. And Mani sir was like, you did well. I said, oh, thank God. So then we listened to the whole song, and then Mani sir had a couple of more changes in mind. So we did those changes, and that's it. The song was done in an hour, like I said. I walked out of the studio and one of the engineers, he was sitting outside and he's like, done? I said, yeah. He said, didn't you have to sing in Tamil? I said, yeah. So then he was speaking to me in Hindi. So he said, Tamil mein तूने इतने जल्दी कैसे गा दी? तुझे तो तमिल बोलना भी नहीं आता. I'm like, I have no clue. I think this is just all Rahman. So like he literally guided me through the entire song line by line. And we wrapped up the song. I was back in Pune, done and dusted.
It took years of learning, hard work, sacrifices for Antara to be able to sing scratches for Rahman. She started learning at the age of 4. When she was 9, she participated in the reality show Saregama Little Champs.
पहुंचे कि मेरा सुर क्या
बड़ी आई है खुद ही जज बनने तू कि इधर बैठी क्या आके
when I was on that show, I learned how to hold the microphone. Little things like when you hit high notes or when you're projecting a lot, you're supposed to take the microphone away. These are things I didn't know. I didn't know how to face the audience. I had massive stage fright. A song needs a certain sort of projection. There are some songs that need to sound sweet, some need a different sort of projection. These are things I didn't know. I didn't know what projection meant. And apart from all that, apart from being groomed musically, it's a holistic grooming. You learn how to stand on stage, how to be confident, how to handle people when you're performing in live shows, because during the show they also take you for live events. So when you're performing for a live crowd, understanding what they expect of you, being able to deliver according to that, making sure that you have the audience in your grip till the end of the show. So a huge grooming process happened. I got a lot more confident and I started considering taking up music professionally.
Antara continued to learn music. Besides exploring various genres and their nuances, she recorded many cover versions.
We could have fought it all, rolling in the deep.
Even while doing covers, Antara kept opting for compositions by Rahman.
गुड्डा बोले जाना नहीं, गुड्डी बोले जाना नहीं, सखी बोले बस एक दिन कल का चल का.
Antara, cover versions are supposed to be an interpretation by the cover artist. But do you think that a cover artist too has a responsibility while touching somebody else's original work?
See, I don't know what to say about this. I mean, of course, like you said, a cover is supposed to be your own interpretation of a song. But having said that, like the fact that you're covering a song, it sort of means that you are redoing a song that already exists. And when you're doing that, I think it's the responsibility of the singer to make sure you still respect the original composition. You can't deviate from the composition so much that it sort of kills the original essence of the song. I have learned that the hard way. As a child, as a teenager, I would add n number of variations to songs that I would cover. It took me a while to understand that not all songs need all these variations. Some songs you just need to, if a song has been delivered a certain way, that's because that's how it's meant to be delivered. It's not about showing how tayyar you are all the time or showing, how much you're capable of. So you need to keep the originality alive. And usko rakhte hue, how much can you do? Like without distorting the song, basically. But it took me a while to understand that.
We've arrived.
2018, Arrived, India's first YouTube original.
Many roads, many folks, one destination. This is YouTube Originals Arrived.
This music reality show focused only on music. Antara Nandy was one of the participants.
बेरी पिया बड़ा बेदर्दी.
How was Arrived different from other reality shows that we watch on TV?
Oh, it was hell and heaven, honestly. So, Arrived was a very different reality show altogether. As a show, Arrived was very real, very free of drama, if I may say so. And it was purely music. It was just preparing your songs, getting the arrangements right. The arrangements were done brilliantly. Getting the arrangements right. It was a fantastic band. Performing the song in front of your judges, getting the comments, the next episode. That's it. That was it. There was no in between, no drama, no backstory, nothing. It was just purely music. Get your judgment, got your judgment, now sit back, think how to improve, do your next performance. That was the show. And that's what was the best part. So after Arrived, I actually took a lot from the show. Like I learned a lot out of the show. The best thing that happened was I got noticed by Sir, which I didn't quite expect to happen. Right before the finale, I flew back to Pune. I remember I had an exam that day. I flew back to Pune to be able to appear for that exam actually. The show was still on. And I remember that particular morning I was rushing to make it in time. I had my water bottle in one hand, pencil box in another. I was a mess. I was just trying to rush and get to the exam hall. That's when my phone started ringing. I'm like, oh my god, who is it now? I picked up the call and it was Karthi from the studio, and he said, Antara, you have to come to Chennai. It's a 2 p.m. flight. I said, what studio, where? He said, what studio can I be talking about? You have to come to Chennai, Rahman sir's studio, and sir wants to do a song with you. My mind stopped working. I was like, what? After all these years, it's happening? Like, sir wants to work with me? And that moment I was like, oh my gosh, do I rush to the exam hall or do I catch the flight? Because if I had to catch the flight, I had 1 hour to go. I called my mom and I told her, Mama, see, this is the scenario. What do I do? For the first time, my parents, see, they've always been like, academics first. We need the scores. We need your degree, you know. And for the first time, when I told them, Mama, I'm right outside the exam hall and I have this call. What do I do? Both my parents, you know, in unison, they just said, that's not even a question. Exams will come and go. This won't. Just go catch the flight. And I caught that flight. And I don't think any of us, we regret that decision. And that was my first time working with sir.
प्रेम की बरखा में भीगे भीगे तन मन धरती पे देखेंगे पानी का दर्पण जयो तुम जहाँ जहाँ देखियो वहाँ वहाँ यही एक समा की धरती है पहले 7 रंगों की चुनरिया.
Antara, who had been covering Rahman's songs, finally sang a scratch for Rahman. And then she sang the Mission Pani anthem for Rahman.
सोचो तो क्यों है आज सहमा सहमा पानी ये चुपचाप पानी.
And finally, a song for PS1.
I sort of had hopes that, you know, who knows, sometimes scratches do get finalized for the final movie. I didn't want to talk about it because as soon as you say it out loud, that's when you start expecting things, and then when expectations don't happen, you know, when they don't turn into reality, that's when you feel really bad about it. So, we were not talking about it at home.
While shooting, scratch versions of songs are recorded for actors to match their lip movements. For upcoming singers, it's a stepping stone for better opportunities. Before Lady Luck smiled on Antara with PS1, she sang many scratch versions for Rahman.
Whenever a scratch singer is singing a scratch, they sing it with the hope that this gets finalized in the movie. Okay, so we are always trying to give our best to the song. So the things that are going on in your mind are, I should be able to sing the song in a way that nobody else can do it better than me. I should be able to sing the best version of the song. Number 1. Number 2, getting what sir expects of you, or whoever the music director is. Being able to understand what they expect of you, what they expect you to bring out in the song. It's not just getting the notes right. This is something sir has actually taught me and all other singers who sing for him. I'm sure that a song is not about singing in pitch or singing in the right sur. The point of music is to be able to hit the right chords in the hearts of the listener. That's the whole point of music. And you can only do that when you emote well. And how do you emote well in a song? The key point, the key way to emote in a song is through dynamics. There has to be ups, there have to be downs in the song. So knowing where to do that, these things you only get trained when you stand behind that microphone in a studio. And a lot of times there are producers involved who want to be involved in the whole process of the making of the songs. So they have a say a lot of times. So you have to be able to understand that and deliver accordingly. The biggest thing is knowing that if you're not up to the mark, you're going to be replaced. So you have to be able to give your best. So working under pressure, that is one thing singing scratches has taught me. So it's been a complete grooming process for me, honestly. And for all the scratches that I've done for Rahman sir especially, Sir has been very kind to give me, he's tried and experimented as many genres as possible. So I've sung scratches of melodious songs, I've sung like, melancholic tunes, I've sung songs with a very Arabic flavor, I've done party numbers. So when I was singing all these scratches, it's sort of, with every scratch, I was exploring a different side of me that I didn't know existed. So if left on to me, I would stick to my comfort zone, which is Hindustani classical, and I would never come out of it. But because sir kept throwing these challenges at me, I sort of, understood that, okay, I can do this too. If I put in a little more effort, I can ace this one too. So yeah, I mean, it's a complete learning process.
सोचो तो क्यों है आज सहमा सहमा पानी ये चुपचाप पानी.
To raise awareness about water crisis, A.R. Rahman created the Mission Pani anthem. Written by Prasoon Joshi, Antara Nandy was chosen as the lead singer.
पूछेगी धरती तब कहाँ थे तुम.
When I sang the Pani anthem, I remember I was specifically told, Antara, you need to whisper through the song. Don't sing it. I don't need you to sing the song. So from being सोचो तो क्यों है आज सहमा सहमा पानी, from there to सोचो तो क्यों है आज, from there to literally whispering, I had to cut down a lot, and it wasn't coming naturally to me because I just wanted to sing it, and they told me no, just whisper, just make it sound like a little baby. So it surprisingly took me a lot more time to not sing the song. So yeah, it was a fun project to do, but again, I didn't know it was going to come out till the morning that it came out. When it got released, a friend of mine, he sent me the link saying congratulations. I'm like, what for? I clicked the link and then I found out, oh my god, this song is actually out and it's on air. So yeah, that's how that happened. So all my songs with Sir have pretty much been a surprise to me.
चलो बदल दे ये कहानी कहानी बचा ले निशानी हम.
Nationwide lockdowns due to COVID dampened Antara's hopes to become a playback singer. Little did she know that a surprise awaited her.
Honestly, I'll tell you, I told my mom, Mama, don't expect playbacks, it's not gonna happen. I'm doing my original music, I'll just do all that, it's fine. It's not like if you've not sung in a movie, you're not a singer, right? You're still a musician. So I was doing my own stuff. And just then, 1 week before the release of, before the audio release of PS1, I got a call on the 1st of September saying, Antara, do you remember this one song you had dubbed 2 years back? It's called Alai Kadal. That's gotten finalized for the film. First of all, since it was 2 years back, I couldn't quite recall what song they were talking about. I was like, which song? Can you hum the melody to me? I can't recall the song. And then anyway, they told me what song it was, and I couldn't stomach the fact because, see, for somebody who had almost sort of like given up hopes of ever hearing themselves in a movie, being told that your song has been finalized and it's releasing in 6 days, that's information overload. That's too much information for me to process. And I was extremely happy. I just wanted to jump and cry, everything at the same time. And that's when it struck me. I was like, hold on, did they really just finalize the scratch version? Do I not get a chance to redo it in a better way? I started panicking. I wrote an email to sir just then saying, sir, I've not heard the song that's been finalized. I'm extremely grateful to you, but I really think I should be given another chance to redo the song because I don't know what's been finalized, and I have a strong feeling that I must have messed up the song somewhere. Sir never leaves any of my emails unreplied most of the times. Even when he's busy, he'll just reply with an emoji, but he replies. And that one mail sir just chose to ignore. I panicked. I was like, Mama, I don't know what's gonna come out, but anyway, my mom's like, chill, whatever comes out, this is your big debut, it's happening. None of us could wrap our heads around the fact that a song in my voice is coming out in a magnum opus like PS. It was too much, and we were all in that flow, and I was still a little worried about what's been finalized. That's when I got another call from the studio saying, Antara, we are dubbing the same song in your voice in 3 other languages. I I have no words to express how I exactly felt at that moment. The only thought that was running in my head, I remember, was that I'm extremely grateful. And just when, this happened just when I gave up all hopes, right? So I was just like, this is what people mean when they say don't stop dreaming, don't stop hoping. You never know when your dreams turn into reality. Any which ways, I walked into the studio and I dubbed all the other 3 versions as well. And I had a lot of help from everybody in the studio.
बनती है मोती.
Wait 1 second. क्या था?
अले अले अलो यदया हवालो.
And we were done within, I think, 2 days. Even after recording the song in the other 3 languages, I still told my parents to not have any hopes. I told them, you know how it is. Till the time the song is actually out in the movie, you never know what's going to happen. Last moment voices get replaced all the time. So I told them, we're not talking about this. We're not telling anybody about it till the time the song is actually out. So I recorded the songs, came back home, and then I was finally called for the audio launch on the 6th of September. I went to Chennai, and it hit me, like how big this opportunity actually is, and that this was really, really happening. This singing in a movie has been a dream for me since I was 4, and I am 22 now. This dream of mine was actually finally coming true. That actually hit me when I finally got on stage in Nehru Stadium in Chennai. And I was on stage all ready to sing my song, super duper nervous, because this was the first time people were going to hear Alai Kadal, right? And I remember seeing Rahman sir, Mani sir, Rajni sir, Vikram sir, the entire cast of PS, Aishwarya ma'am, everybody, Trisha ma'am, everybody was just sitting on the first row. And the entire South industry almost was present in the audience. And I could see only people wherever I looked. It was more than a dream. And I was standing on stage with a harp player on my right and with a violinist on my left and the entire orchestra behind me, and I sang Alai Kadal. I was so nervous that day on stage, so nervous, but I just thought this is my one chance to make sure that when people listen to me, today is the day that people are going to, for the first time, listen to me, a song that I've sung in a movie this big, and all these emotions, I was so grateful to Sir. That was hitting me very hard, that, all these years of trying to make it big, and finally it's Rahman Sir who entrusted me with this opportunity, with this song. So I need to be able to do justice to that. All these thoughts, and I was just trying to, hold everything together and perform, and I did it. And that's it. Like, the song was finally out. And since the day of the audio launch, the kind of love I have received on Alai Kadal is insane. Pehle to I thought, this is a scratch version, it's not going to come in the movie. It came in the movie. Then I told my parents, listen, there's new songs coming out every day. This might just go unnoticed because it's a brilliant album with some amazing artists. Like, there is Shreya ma'am singing in the album. There's just awesome artists in this album and such a beautiful album. So I just told my parents, listen, don't hope very high. My song might just go unnoticed. But that's not what happened. And the kind of love I've received from Tamil Nadu, from all people who've heard the song, there are people who've said that you don't sound like somebody who doesn't speak the language. That is the biggest surprise for me. I remember I was 14 years old. I was called by a music director in Calcutta. I recorded a song for him and I came out of the studio and I was told, he specifically told me, listen, you're not going to make it as a singer. Don't try. you're good at studies, your parents are engineers, why don't you do that? You could easily ace it there. Don't try to become a musician. From there to finally being able to hear myself in a movie, Sir's music, I mean, there's no words that I can say that will do justice to how I feel right now, how I felt the day we went to the movie hall and watched the movie and my song came on. We cried. My parents were bawling their eyes out, I remember. It's just unreal. डूबी डूबी हुई सीप की बाहों में बूंदें बनती है मोती, कारी कारी माटी के दीप की बाहों में रंगी है ज्योति, अक्सर नैना भी तो कहानी कई बोले, रात की आहट पे तो चंदा छम छम डोले, प्रीत के है ये भेद सारे, समझो तो समझो, बातों बातों में ये इशारे, समझो तो समझो. So I was just trying to rush and get to the exam hall. That's when my phone started ringing. I'm like, oh my god, who is it now? I picked up the call and it was Karthi from the studio, and he said, Antara, you have to come to Chennai. It's a 2 p.m. flight. And I said, what studio, where? He said, what studio can I be talking about? You have to come to Chennai, Rahman sir's studio, and sir wants to do a song with you. My mind stopped working. I was like, what? After all these years, it's happening? Like, sir wants to work with me? And that moment I was like, oh my gosh, do I rush to the exam hall or do I catch the flight? Because if I had to catch the flight, I had 1 hour to go.
Do you agree that this indeed was the moment of the day? Is your choice different? Whatever your mind says, write it in the comments section below. We will be waiting. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.